If you're looking for cheap, safe, and reliable MT, make sure you go check out my new sponsor, safenbamt.com. Use code JC2K for 5% off and go build that God Squad you always wanted. Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, I'm going to be ranking the top 10 best centers in NBA 2K21 MyTEAM right now. The center position, I think, is probably the best position in MyTEAM, at least at the top. There's some ridiculous cards at the center position this year in the top 5 or 6 cards on this list. And I mean, there are some guys who I really think everybody in the game should be running at some point, but there are some really good centers in 2K right now, and I'm excited to rank this list. This list is entirely my opinion, just like every other ranking video I've ever done on this channel. So if you disagree with my opinion, totally fine. Feel free to leave me a comment down below and let me know who you think I rank too high, who I rank too low, who to leave off this list, all that. Also, if you haven't, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 2,500 subscriber mark on the channel, uploading every single day, often multiple videos a day, and I appreciate all the support. But without further ado, let's hop into it and take a look at the top 10 centers in the game, in my opinion. So, coming in at number 10, we have Mr. Anthony Davis, the invincible AD. Thing about AD is, as much as I like this card, I think he's a little bit undersized to the center position. That's the reason that I have him at the number 10 position. I may have another couple cards over him who he may be a better card than, but who have better size than him. And I think that is very important at the center position, especially with some of the massive centers that we see in game these days. But yeah, AD is 6'10" with 7'5" wingspan, 253 pounds, hotspots everywhere, 68 hoffs. He's not missing an important Hall of Fame badge across the board. Stat-wise, obviously incredible as an invincible. AD release on very quick is also a very nice release. It's not one of my favorite releases in the game, but it's consistent, it's quick, it's easy to green. It's a solid release. Also has the Pro 2 size up, Pro 3 behind the back. Just a very good all-around card. He's super solid. I think he's better at the power forward, but even at the center position, he's still very solid. Can be used in a competitive setting. I just think he's a bit undersized, and I think that holds him back from hitting that next tier of centers. At number 9, we have a guy who I think a lot of people wouldn't have expected to be top 10 on this list, and that's Joel Embiid. I love this Joel Embiid card. Every time I use him, I have a lot of success with him. At this point in the year, again, he may be better suited for the power forward position, but he is 7 foot with a 7'5" wingspan. He's got a decent player build, hotspots everywhere, 56 hoffs. Badges he's missing is badges like ankle breaker, handles for days on Hall of Fame, bailout. Otherwise, he's pretty complete. Stat-wise, he's close to an invincible card. He's got a lot of high 90s stats. Jump shot 47 with Levine upper is super smooth chicken. I like this release a ton. It's very similar to Thonmaker's release, also Taco Fall's release, but I think it's probably the most consistently green. I'm a huge fan of this release. I've greened pretty much every open shot with it. Pro 2 size up, Pro 3 behind the back, Pro 2 between the legs. He's got the dribble sigs. He moves well. He's got good dunk animations. Very solid all-around card. Again, a little bit undersized, maybe a little bit outdated compared to some of the like cheesy, ridiculous centers in the game, but still a top center in the game. I'm a big fan of Joel Embiid. At number 8, we have James Wiseman, who does have more size than these other two guys on this are in the first part of the list. And Wiseman's a really good card as well. 7'1" with a 7'6" wingspan. He's got tall hair as well. He looks about 7'2". Hotspots everywhere except for the top, which you would like to have this top of the key hotspot, but I don't think it's too crucial. 51 hoffs as well. He's missing hoff, deadeye, flexible, ankle breaker, handles for days, bailout. So there's some badges that you would like to see on Hall of Fame, but nothing super crucial, I don't think. Stat-wise, again, he's super solid. Defensive stats are a little bit lacking on the perimeter, but they're not bad. You have a defense shooter hit him that fixes that. As a shooter, he's super nice. Steph Curry released 3D upper is chicken. Pro 2 size up, Pro 3 behind the back, just like pretty much every card, if not every card on this list. But he does have the dribble sigs you need. Attacks throw him at a high level, gets really good dunk animations. Very solid card. Again, the reason I put him above these other two guys is he's bigger than them, and I really think that is crucial at that center position when cards are as close as they are and really can all do everything at the end of the year. At number 6, we have Sean Bradley, or it's number 7, I'm sorry. We have Sean Bradley. And Sean Bradley, the biggest thing about him is 7'6". He's got a little bit of a short wingspan, but I feel like he still plays lanes pretty well. Really tall, obviously. Hotspots everywhere from outside the 3. 45 hoffs, but he has hoff showtime. He's got the hoff shooting badges you want. He definitely needs, if you can, hoff quick first step. Needs gold ankle breaker, needs gold dimer, needs Hall of Fame handles for days. You can put that on from the token market. So those badges, adding those to him definitely help. Also, I would recommend adding a speed with ball, the speed Grinches to him. I think that would also help him a lot. Really would benefit this card if you do decide to pick him up. But his jumper's nice. I like this Brook Lopez release with this upper. I actually really like it a lot. Some people don't love his jumper. I'm a big fan of it. I'm very consistent with it. I green with it a lot. And I've used this card in tournaments because I think he's the best opal center in the game. And I think in a lot of tournament settings with restricted lineups, he's a really solid option in that setting, and he's good overall in comp in general. Just he gives you the size to be able to compete against some of the tallest centers in the game. He's got the dribble sigs. He gets really cheesy dunk animations similar to a Yao or a Taco. Very good card. I'm a big fan of Sean Bradley at number 7. Number 6, we have Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, the Invincible Kareem. This Invincible Kareem is probably the most lacking card on this list besides Sean Bradley in terms of things that he doesn't have, but he's got a great player build. 7'2" is 7'5" wingspan. He looks big. Hotspots everywhere. 62 Hoffs. He's missing Hoff Flexible, Hoff Green Machine, Hoff Range, Hoff Deadeye, Hoff Ankle Breaker, Hoff Handles for Days. So there's like 5 or 6 badges there that you'd like to see on Hall of Fame. Some of those, like the Handles for Days and the Range Extender, you can add from token market badges, but also has incredible stats, obviously, as a Invincible card. Jump shot, super nice. If y'all used any Kareem cards this year, and y'all know this is a nice, easy to green jumper, same as last year. Pro 1 size up instead of the Pro 2 is definitely a size up that is not nearly as good. Having the Pro 2 size up just helps cards move and groove a little bit better with the ball in their hands, but he has the Pro 3 behind the back. He moves well off the burst. He's a aggressive dunker. Really nice card. I like this Kareem a lot still, even with some of the things that he is missing. I still think he is a top 6 center in the game because he is that good. At number 5, we have Kristaps Porzingis, Invincible KP, who I would say is similar to Bol Bol at center. I just don't think he feels as good as Bol Bol on the defensive end of the court. KP is a solid defensive card still. He's got great length and he plays lanes well. The thing is, I don't feel like he moves his feet as well as his stats say he should with a 97 ladder quickness. He doesn't feel like he has that. That being said, he is 7'3" with a 7'6" wingspan. Hotspots everywhere and 66 Hoffs. Comes with every crucial badge except for Ankle Breaker and Handles for Days. You can add that Handles for Days from Hall of Fame as well from the token market. So Brook Lopez released Carmelo and upwards, the same release as Bol Bol. It's super chicken. Offensively, he's a top couple center in the game, in my opinion. Defensively, maybe not quite so much. Pro 2 size up, Pro 3 behind the back, though. He moves amazingly on the offensive end of the court. He will play lanes really well, but I don't feel like he rebounds that great, and he doesn't play defense as well as you would like, which holds him back from being a little bit higher and past this next guy, who I have as Simbalar at number 4. Simbalar is he is the best budget option to stop a Yao or Taco, in my opinion. 7'5" with a 7'8" wingspan. He's got the massive wide player build. He's 360 pounds. He's really big card. Hotspots everywhere. 52 Hoffs. He's got the showtime. He's got the range. He's got the shooting badges except for Deadeye, which I don't think is quite that crucial this year. Needs Hall of Fame quick for step if you can add it. Ankle Breaker, Dimer, Handles for Days. Again, bailout. Like he needs some of these badges, but even you just get those to gold, and then you can maybe get this Hall quick for step or Handles for Days to Hall of Fame. He's super good. Add a speed with ball, acceleration, shoot to him as well. That definitely will help this card. Larry Bird release 26 upper is nice. It's not my favorite jumper. I'm a little bit inconsistent with it, but when you find the timing on it, it's very consistently green. I have games with him where I will green every shot, and I will have games with him when I struggle to green. It's kind of inconsistent. But Pro 2 size up, Pro 3 behind the back. He's got incredible size. I feel like he moves pretty well on defense. He's got a super wide player build, which helps with getting bumps and stuff like that. He's a really good rebounder. Just a very, very nice card all the way around. I'm a big fan of this Simbalar. I think he is probably the best quote-unquote Yao or Taco stopper in terms of budget cards in the game. And then at number 2, we have Goat Kareem, or number 3, we have Goat Kareem. I think this Goat Kareem is just the perfect version of a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, which obviously he is. 7'2" with a 7'5" wingspan, hotspots everywhere, 74 Hoffs. He has every single Hall of Fame badge and 99 stats and everything in the game. Having those Hoff playmaking badges, I feel like helps him a lot. The Handles for Days, the Ankle Breaker, the Range Extender, the Flexible, the Green Machine, the Deadeye, all those 6 badges being on Hall of Fame now instead of either not coming with them or just being on gold is a huge upgrade on this card. Also has the Pro 2 size up instead of the Pro 1, which is another big upgrade in terms of his playmaking. He gets amazing dunk animations. He's big on defense. He plays lanes well. Just a really nice all-around card. I think he's the best version of the he's the best. If I had made I'll just say this. If I had made my power forward list before this or after this Kareem came out, he might have been number 1 on the power forward list. He doesn't quite have the size of the top 2 guys, but he is an incredible card. He's the best of the rest. And then at number 2 and number 1, we have Yao Ming and Taco Fall. I don't think this comes as any surprise to anybody. It's really opinion, I think, in terms of which one of these 2 guys you think is better. I personally would say Yao is better, the Taco is better because I like his jumper a lot more and I feel like he gets better dunk animations and also blocks more shots. But some people like Yao better and like the fact that he has those hotspots and some of the playmaking badges that Taco doesn't have. So Yao Ming, checking out him first, obviously an invincible 7'6" with a 7'5" wingspan. He's very similar in player model to Sean Bradley. Hotspots everywhere, 66 Hoffs, needs Ankle Breaker and Handles for Days. Set shot 8 is a solid jumper. It's not great. It's the best of the set shots, but it's not an incredible jumper. I do find it pretty consistently green, though. It's a little bit slow, though. Pro 2 size up, Pro 3 behind the back. Amazing card, obviously. He's 7. He gets every dunk animation, which is really, really nice. Just super explosive card. Good on the defensive end of the court. I just think Taco is better on defense, and I think Taco actually gets better dunk animations as well. Yao does have the hotspots everywhere. Taco only has 1 hotspot from outside the 3, which is the left corner. But that being said, he is 7'5" with an 8'2" wingspan. He's got the massive elusive wingspan that Yao doesn't have. 289 pounds he outweighs, or maybe he doesn't outweigh Yao, but he has a wider player build than Yao. I'll say that. Hotspots, only from that left corner, like I said, behind the three-point line. But that being said, he has a better jumper than Yao in terms of the jump shot. 47 with the Kobe Bryant upper is significantly better jumper than Yao. Without the hotspots, I'd say their jumpers wind up being similar in terms of success rate. Pro 2 size up, Pro 3 behind the back. He's got the dribble sigs. Badge-wise, he's missing ankle breaker, downhill, handles for days, quick first step. And I recommend adding all 4 of those badges, at least on gold. If you can add handles for days and quick first step on Hall of Fame, that will help this card a lot. And then stat-wise, he's incredible, obviously. He's a great shooter. He's an incredible slasher. I think he's the best slasher in the game in terms of the contacts he gets. And I think he blocks the most shots of any card on defense. I feel like his 8'2" wingspan helps him out a ton in terms of getting some of those blocks that guys like Yao and Simbalar won't quite get for you. And I just think this card is the best center in the game for me personally right now. Yao is my favorite. Taco is my favorite center. I'm running him in my salary cap lineup for my Team Madness, if y'all know what that is. And he is probably going to be, I mean, he's going to be my end game center. He will be my starting center for the rest of the year. Taco Fall is an incredible card, and I think he is the best center in the game right now, in my personal opinion. So that is my top 10 centers in the game. If y'all did enjoy this video, make sure you hit that like button and leave a comment. Let me know what you thought of my list. Who did I rank too high? Who did I rank too low? And is there anybody that I left off this list that you would have had on this list as the top 10 centers in the game? Keep in mind, this is my opinion, and this is current gen only, so I'm a little bit biased in terms of my rankings possibly, and also I don't play next gen, so I don't know how cards are on next gen compared to current gen. So that is going to do it for this video. Like I said, also make sure to subscribe if you haven't already to help me push towards the 2,500 subscriber mark on the channel. And I really appreciate all the recent support. And I'll be back on more 2K content very, very soon. I appreciate y'all. Peace.